Hi there everyone, Dan Dix here reporting for PressForTruth.tv. Today is Tuesday, September 25th, 2012, and today I wanted to point out the fact that in just the last couple of weeks there have been some incredible advancements towards the Orwellian Big Brother control grid that is now surveying every single thing you do online in an effort to track, trace, and database all of your activity. Now, this is not only being done for the purposes of marketing for big business, but also, obviously, this is a way for government to keep track of its population and to monitor everything that you're doing in order to keep you at bay. Now, as we know, with the advancements in smartphone technology, especially within just the last 5 years, it has really revolutionized the activist community because there's been such a rise in citizen journalism because of the amount of people who will attend various events like protests, for instance, who now have a camera in their pocket and they're beginning to document every single thing that is going on. We've all seen the rise in the amount of exposure towards police brutality videos that are constantly surfacing on the internet these days. So the government is now taking the means to be able to stop this from being a double-edged sword, and so that this technology can only be used by them against us and not the other way around. Here's a recent article from economicpolicyjournal.com. Everyone who attended the Occupy Wall Street with a cell phone had their identities logged. Private investigator Stephen Rambam reports, one of the biggest changes is the ability to track your physical location. I'm sorry it came in at the end of the previous talk. I heard them talk about surveying cell phones with a drone in a wide area. This is something that is done routinely now. I can tell you that everybody that attended Occupy Wall Street protest and didn't turn their cell phone off or put it, and sometimes even if they did, the identity of that cell phone has been logged, and everybody who was at that demonstration, whether they were arrested, not arrested, whether their photos were ID'd, whether an informant pointed them out, it is known that they were there anyways. This is routine. And the question is, did you pass by an Occupy site? And so even just from being at a protest now, they have the ability to keep track of absolutely everyone who attended because of the GPS tracking devices in your phone. They now know that if or not, whether or not you were at a protest, should you happen to have bypassed the facial recognition cameras that are also at the majority of these protests nowadays as well. Now, something else I wanted to point out, as if that wasn't bad enough, it gets even worse. In just the last few weeks, I want to show you a patent that was taken out. This is a United States patent filed on August 28th, 2012, and this was filed by Apple Computers, Inc., and I'll just read to you what this is proposing here. Apparatus and methods for enforcement of policies upon a wireless device. Apparatus and methods for changing one or more functional or operational aspects of a wireless device, such as upon the occurrence of a certain event. In one embodiment, the event comprises detecting that the wireless device is within range of one or more other devices. In another variant, the event comprises the wireless device associating with a certain access point. In this manner, various aspects of device functionality may be enabled or restricted device policies. This policy enforcement capability is useful for a variety of reasons, including, for example, to disable noise and or light emanating from wireless devices, such as in a movie theater. For preventing wireless devices from communicating with other wireless devices, such as academic settings, and for forcing certain electronic devices to enter sleep mode when entering a sensitive area. And we already know that their ideas of sensitive areas also include protests areas. So this patent would allow Apple Inc. to be able to essentially disable your camera and to essentially block you from being able to document major events that are going around the world. As I said, it's a double-edged sword, and they are now taking all the precautionary measures to make sure you don't use that sword against them. And it's just mind-boggling that this is the extent of the Orwellian control grid, and I think a lot of people don't really realize just how not private their online life is. Basically, you have no privacy online. And I wanted to leave you today with a video that was uploaded to YouTube yesterday, which points out and shows people just how not private their online life is and what sorts of things can come of it. This is a video where an amazing mind reader reveals his magical gift.
Insecten. Dat blieft? Twee insecten op uw rug. Kan dat? Ja, vlinders. Slovenie voor hè? Een moto. Oranje. Pas erop. Zenit. Oui, bien. Je hebt een vriendin. Julie de... Ja. Boeiend liefdesleven. 3, 4...
Die vierde, daar zwaai ik meestal over, dus dat weten niet veel mensen.
Hoe is mijn spierscheur? Maison rouge, balcon... blanc. Ja. Ik zie geld, ik zie transacties. Maar kent je rekeningnummer van buiten? Ik denk dat ik het wel weet. Er staat wel negatief op je bankrekening.
Ja?
9-7. Last month you spent €200 on alcohol. Vorige maand €300 aan kleding gespendeerd. 8.
Ja.
5. Voor een huis dat van eigenaar gaat veranderen. €750.000.
Ja, eigenlijk.
41.
Ja.
Is dat juist?
Ja, dat is juist. Oh my god. Oh man. Ah, dat is, ik weet niet hoe eng.